I think at the end of the year we're going to see new elections, new leadership elections in the ANC. I think at the moment what is clear to me at least, I think Ramaphosa is the only potential candidate. There's nobody else that I can think of. Maybe one or two other guys. Mkhize could be a bit of a dark horse that could be in the running as well, and maybe Sisulu could be in the running as well. But at the moment I think it's really going to take some effort to really oust Ramaphosa, and I believe Ramaphosa is going to be there. If, however, for some weird reason the RET faction comes in and they take over government, is anything going to happen? And I think the short answer is probably no. Not much is going to happen. Of course, we know that many of them are probably a bunch of crooks, and they will make use of their last year in office to line their pockets as much as they possibly can. But the reality is that in 2 years' time, we're going to go back to the voting boxes, and I think the ANC is going to get below 50%. So we're talking about, in 2 years' time, in any event, we're talking about coalition government. And that's actually the question. It doesn't really matter whether Ramaphosa is in charge or not. Of course, it matters. There are a couple of things that could change. But the main thing, and I think that is what the ANC is eyeing now, and everybody in South Africa is waiting for, is the 2024 elections. Because after that, things are going to change, I believe, and I hope, indeed. So the real question is, after 2024, if the ANC, which is likely to happen, gets below 50%, who are they going to get into bed with if they want to be part of the coalition government going forward? Or the other question is, if the opposition can muster enough support to get over 50%, what will that coalition, the opposition coalition, what will that look like? And I think the inevitable is that if you want to be in government after 2024, that government must include the ANC and or the EFF. Because that is the simple numbers. So it's either the ANC with one or two smaller parties like Roodt, for example, becoming the coalition government, or it will be opposition parties like the DA, which must include either the ANC or the EFF, or some of the other political parties. So I think that is the interesting part about South African politics going forward. It's an ANC, EFF kind of combination, or something with the ANC, or the alternative will be the opposition parties with probably the EFF as well. So that is the interesting part about politics going forward in South Africa, and that's what we're all waiting for. Whether the RET faction wins in the short term, that's going to be a short-term effect only.